A chilling murder that left detectives haunted for years. It was just past 3 a.m. when Officer Ramirez arrived at the isolated lake house in upstate New York. The fog was thick, rolling across the still surface of Silverpine Lake like a living thing. The call had come from a neighbor, reporting screaming and broken glass. But the house itself looked undisturbed. The front door was unlocked. Inside, the air smelled like damp wood and iron. The fireplace was still warm. A half-drunk glass of red wine sat on the table, and a vinyl record spun silently on the turntable, its music long faded into background noise. Upstairs, in the master bedroom, the horror waited. Elena Prescott, 36, was found lying on the floor in a pool of blood. A clean incision across her neck. No signs of forced entry. No signs of struggle. Just silence and the overwhelming feeling that whoever had done this had taken their time. Elena was a successful writer, known for her mystery novels. She lived alone in the lake house and was described by locals as private but polite. Just days earlier, she had hosted a dinner party with 3 guests: her sister Vanessa, her ex-boyfriend Thomas Hale, and a literary agent from the city, Gwen Archer. Detective Eric Monroe was assigned the case. He was meticulous, quiet, and didn't believe in coincidences. The suspects: Vanessa Prescott, the grieving sister. She claimed to have left the house around 10 p.m. after a small argument with Elena about their inheritance. Their parents had passed away a year prior, and the will had been uneven. Thomas Haley, the ex, a brooding artist who still painted Elena's portrait months after their breakup. He had a key to the house, something he never returned. He insisted they were still friends, but messages on Elena's phone painted a darker picture. Gwen Archer, the agent, she had driven up from Manhattan to convince Elena to sign a new multi-book deal. But emails revealed that Elena was planning to fire her and go independent. There were no fingerprints on the wine glass. The murder weapon, a ceremonial letter opener from Elena's desk, was wiped clean. But in the bedroom closet, hidden behind boxes, detectives found something that changed everything: a voice recorder, still running. When they played it back, it captured a chilling piece of conversation. "Elena, you need to leave. If anyone finds out what we did." Unknown voice: "It's too late. You already told them, didn't you?" Elena: "No, I swear." Sound of glass shattering, muffled scream, silence. The voice was distorted. Too soft to identify, but there was a sound, a distinct clinking. Like jewelry or a metal bracelet. Vanessa always wore her mother's charm bracelet, but so did Gwen and Thomas. He wore nothing. Twists begin to unravel. While investigating, Detective Monroe found that Elena had been secretly researching an old cold case from the 1990s, a missing teenage girl named Riley Kearns, who vanished in the same region. Elena believed she had found a connection between the girl's disappearance and a prominent local family. She had even been writing about it under a pseudonym. One page from her draft manuscript was found crumpled in the fireplace. It described a scene eerily similar to her own murder. A local librarian confirmed that Gwen Archer had been asking about the same case just days before Elena's death. When questioned again, Gwen said she was curious and dismissed it as coincidence, but Monroe wasn't buying it. The final breakthrough came from a forensic audio specialist. He enhanced the tape from the voice recorder, the bracelet sound. It was a specific jingle, tied to a unique custom charm, a miniature typewriter. Only one person had that charm: Gwen Archer. The shocking truth: Gwen had discovered Elena's secret project about the old cold case and panicked. Elena had apparently uncovered the truth. Gwen's uncle had been involved in Riley Kearns' disappearance. Gwen tried to suppress the book, tried to convince Elena to stop. When that failed, she silenced her. She planned it carefully, used her knowledge of Elena's routine, wore gloves, and created the illusion of a robbery gone wrong. But she forgot one thing: Elena's habit of recording conversations for her writing research. Epilogue: Gwen was arrested and later confessed under pressure. The case of Riley Kearns was reopened, and Elena Prescott was honored posthumously for her quiet determination to bring justice to a forgotten victim. Detective Monroe closed the file with a heavy heart. One case solved, 2 lives lost, and the echo of a writer's voice still speaking from the shadows.